Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for this week's episode. Today we're coming to you from the heart of Kansas City, and one is known as the most historical event in the Midwest. It's called the American Royal.
Ed, there is something for everybody in the family in the American Royal. If you love animals, there are horse shows, there's rodeos, there's livestock shows, there's even judging competitions and educational opportunities for kids. Now, if you're an opportunist and you like to have a good time, there's a cornhole tournament or a poker tournament. And if you love great food, there is the best barbecue tournament. So come on out to the American Royal.
And we're looking forward to bringing all these events to you. Hello everyone, my name's Ed Adams.
And I'm Susie Arbo.
And welcome to Better Horses.
We begin with our Better Cattle segment at the American Royal Livestock Show. Here, Dr. Clint Rusk, Executive Vice President with the American International Charolais Association, explains the judging process and the benefits cattlemen have when competing.
We really enjoyed catching up with Adam McCall with AM Livestock. Adam has a purebred Charolais and Angus operation focusing on cattle that perform well in the show ring. Adam explains how to secure a Royal Breeders' Bull Classic champion.
And next, we welcome horse enthusiast Maggie Stonecipher with KW Partners in Kansas City, Missouri. Maggie takes time to explain the important aspects of schooling shows and how they benefit the horse and rider.
And finally, we welcome back professional horse trainer Kerry Kuhn. He's an all-around horseman offering a unique approach to training horses and building horsemanship skills.
So stay with us as we bring you the best in the American Royal.
And I bet that this episode is going to make you want to come to Kansas City next fall for the American Royal.
So don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.
We're here for the hardworking, the resilient. We're for the people who measure their days by what needs to get done, not by hours. Where kids learn responsibility at a young age and generations work side by side. Where work doesn't pause for holidays or bad weather. It just gets harder. Where value and hard work means more than the clothes you wear. We're Kleinschmidt's Western Store, Higginsville, Missouri.
My name is Clint Rusk. I am the Executive Vice President of the American International Charolais Association. Many of you have driven by our office in northern Kansas City on your way to the airport. We have a large white bull on the end of our building, right on I-29. So the Charolais Breeders' Championship was something that was developed by the Missouri Charolais Association as a way to promote their breeders and to promote their cattle. It's strictly a bull show. It's an opportunity for them to nominate an animal. They have to contribute a certain amount of money to be involved in this, so it's a nomination fee. They nominate their bull and then they bring it to the American Royal. These are mostly young calves that were born in the last year. Most of them were spring-born calves. A couple of fall-born bulls were also included. So it's a chance then for the breeders to also put in a fee, and they then get to nominate and get to select the bulls. So as the bulls are shown, they fill out a ballot, and if we had 13 bulls and they mark their ballot for the top 6, we narrow it down. We just keep narrowing down until we get to the top 5 bulls. And we actually give prize money then back to the grand champion. In this case, the grand champion received $5,000. Each of the breeders put in, I believe it was $250 for a nomination fee. That bull, not only does the exhibitor or the nominator get the money, they also get a banner, they get their photograph, it'll be in the journal, it'll promote that bull. It just so happens that the bull today has already hung a couple of banners. That's unusual, but he was the grand champion at the Missouri State Fair, Charolais bull. and the Grand Champion Charolais bull at the Kansas State Fair. So pretty unusual that a bull with 2 banners is still showing here. And he's just a calf. He was just born last November. So he hasn't had his first birthday yet, and now he's hung 3 banners. So every time they hang a banner, their value goes up. In even the other bulls that were recognized as 2nd through 5th, they got their picture taken. This will help increase their value as well. So it's a fun thing for the breeders to get involved in. You don't see it very often where they all get to come in and vote, basically. And the exciting part for them is this champion bull, whichever one is selected, in this case the bull that's been hanging banners, they get 10 straws of semen out of that bull. For their nomination fee, they get to have some semen out of the champion bull. So that's really a neat payoff for them for a pretty small investment. The other breeds that are showing here today at the American Royal are the Shorthorn breed and the Shorthorn Plus, which is a cross between a Shorthorn and any other breed. And then the main Anjou and the Maintainer cattle showed today as well. They each had just 1 judge. So theirs wasn't a nomination, their show at the American Royal. So 1 judge evaluates their females and their bulls, and they name champions, they get a banner, and they just love to come to the American Royal so that people can see their cattle, and they promote their cattle by bringing them to the American Royal in Kansas City. The benefit to showing your bull, when my granddads both did it back in the 50s and 60s, was that's the only way they could advertise, was to bring their product to the show so that people could see it. Today, obviously we have a lot of ways, from digital advertising to putting an ad in a magazine or a newspaper. Some of them just prefer to come see the actual animal for themselves. There's only so much you can get out of a picture. If you come to the show, you actually get to see them walk. So it's just even better advertising, in my opinion, and it promotes camaraderie between the other breeders. Oftentimes, those breeders that help vote today may decide, hey, that champion bull's good enough, I'm gonna buy him, and I'm gonna own part of him. So there's opportunities here at the Royal to buy cattle in addition to coming and watching the show. This is Clint Rusk. I'm the Executive Vice President of the American International Charolais Association, and we thank you for watching Better Cattle.
Hey cowboys and cowgirls, don't go anywhere. We've got more better horses coming for you from the American Royal in Kansas City.
Here's to the unbreakable spirit of today's ranchers. For all those running cow-calf operations, the American International Charolais Association is dedicated to strengthening your herd with the Charolais breed. The Charolais Advantage delivers more pounds for more profit. Getting Charolais genetics into commercial herds is the heart of a successful cattle operation. White hides bring an inherited benefit to commercial herds, providing advantages of growth and feedlot efficiency. It's white gold. For more information, go to CharolaisUSA.com.
American Animal Health has what we call an unconditional commitment. Our team members have spent countless hours, relocating horses, finding horses and helping those in need, going and helping in the California wildfires. One of the passions we have as a team is not only helping horses, but helping people. And when we can put the two together, that really lights us up. It's just who we are.
We just finished the 2023 Royal Breeders Bull Classic here in Kansas City. This bull, AML Cars Roadhouse, was the champion bull today. This year, this show is put together, and this was voted on by members. It was paid membership for this year, and to do that, each one of them get a ballot, and they pick the bull of their choice that they like. He did, after about 5 rounds, come out on top as your champion bull. My wife and I run our operation. My wife runs the daily part of the operation. I'm a first-generation Charolais breeder. She's a 4th-generation Angus breeder. So after we got married 10 years ago, we have both heads of cattle of Angus and Chars. We try to breed on conformation, starting at the ground, good foot, good legs, structurally sound, big-bodied females with very good maternal power behind them and nice udders. We started our operation 12 or 13 years ago and just recently relocated to Richmond, Kansas. You know, he calved in November of last year. We calved him out. Roughly April, May of 2023, we thought, hey, we may have something here. We liked him, got him up, broke him, clipped him, invited another operation that we're good friends with to come look at him, and they bought in on him as well. We liked him just, he was a small calf at birth, a lot of vigor, got up and run. When we weaned him, one of the stouter bulls in the group, heavy muscled, big topped, nice set of testicles under him, and a nice big foot he stepped down on. So a really nice calf at weaning. He was good fronted, still smooth in his shoulder, and massive in his rear. So yeah, we're here into October at the American Royal in Kansas City. We started showing him. We went to Ozark Empire Fair in Springfield, Missouri. He won that show, went to Missouri State Fair, and he won that one as well. And then we took him to Kansas State Fair. We'll leave here in 2 weeks and go to the North American in Louisville. That kind of ends our year till Oklahoma City in January, and then Fort Worth at the end of January. Most of the time on our show cattle, my wife rinses on them, blows on them every day, starts the process young, very calm around them, halter breaks them, gets them used to standing with their heads tied up, and just works them and be around them in a quiet attitude and atmosphere. If you're interested in starting to show and you're a cow-calf breeder, get with a breeder that you respect and admire, talk to them, be open with them, and discuss qualities you like, purchase a female or a herd bull from them, and jump on board.
Hey, don't saddle up yet. There is more better horses coming your way at the American Royal in Kansas City right after these messages.
Here's to the unbreakable spirit of today's ranchers. For all those running cow-calf operations, the American International Charolais Association is dedicated to strengthening your herd with the Charolais breed. The Charolais Advantage delivers more pounds for more profit. Getting Charolais genetics into commercial herds is the heart of a successful cattle operation. White hides bring an inherent benefit to commercial herds, providing advantages of growth and feedlot efficiency. It's white gold. For more information, go to CharolaisUSA.com.
So basically, I spent a week going in and out of, I think, every tractor dealership in Southwest Missouri. Went to Heritage Tractor, basically told them what we wanted, what we were going to use it for. It was a great experience all around, quick in and out. Tractor was here that day. We're just a small business. That tractor was a big financial decision for us. We got the price we wanted. We got a better tractor than we expected. We'd be lost without it at this point. So if you're shopping, definitely go John Deere and the guys at Heritage.
I'm Maggie Stonecipher, and I'm here at Weston Farm for the third schooling show in our Property Shop, Dressage and CT schooling show series. The need for schooling shows in our area is so people can come out and experience a show-like environment, but in a practice setting that's safe and also not as expensive as recognized shows. So you get some practice, and it's a little bit cheaper, and you can make mistakes and learn before you go to a recognized show. The schooling shows, you're expected to enter like you would at a regular show. There's an opening date, there's a prize list that you need to read and go through, there's entry forms, you need to have a Coggins for your horse to come to any show. You send in your entry by the opening date, and then the show is scheduled. You'll get it, in this case, a dressage ride time, and you come to the show. You can come ahead of time on the day before and practice and warm up and get your horse used to the environment. And then you come the day of the show, and it's judged just like a regular show would be judged. And you get scores and ribbons. And at the end of the year, we offer a championship show so you can qualify to win prizes and be the champion of the series for this year. The value proposition, the benefit of going to a schooling show first, is to practice in a safe environment. And safe being it's fun, it's friendly, and it's less expensive than a recognized show. So you still get the same environment, but it's a little bit safer, it's not quite as scary, your horse can get used to it, you can get used to it, so when you go to a recognized show, you're ready to shine. Some of the things that we'll see at a schooling show is horses that aren't quite ready to go to a recognized show. So they come to schooling shows to get that practice, and horses may spook, they may scoot, they may buck. You may not remember your test and go off course, and all that's absolutely okay because this is a safe environment to practice. So I started doing dressage back in 2001, and back then we had 15, 16 schooling shows in the area. And as time has gone by and people have sold their barns or moved on, we had a real absence of schooling shows in the area. I took on the risk of renting the facility and the expense of putting a show together, and with the help of a lot of people, brought this together. And almost immediately, it proved out that the demand is there. And so the first year, the first two shows did not fill, but then they started filling immediately. And now with an opening date, the show will fill in a couple of hours. I absolutely recommend schooling shows to everybody. Schooling shows are exactly that. They are to school. When you go to a recognized show, you get nerves, and a schooling show allows you to work out those nerves, see that you are able to do it, you can be more confident, and I recommend clubs and organizations and individuals put on schooling shows because my shows are proving that people want this. People will come out and support it, people have fun, and that's what this is all about. Horses are discretionary income, so if we're not having fun, you got to question why we're doing it. When I'm at area events, I have my cargo trailer and I set up. People can also come to my farm by appointment, and I live in Oskaloosa, Kansas, and have an indoor arena, and people can come, they can bring their horse, they can try saddles, they can try on clothes. And I am working on an e-commerce website to launch for 2024. So for right now, you can reach me at myfriendstackroom@gmail.com. And early next year, look for us to be online where you can be able to make purchases and shop in the convenience of your home. Hi, I'm Maggie Stonecipher with the Property Shop at Keller Williams Realty Partners. You can reach me at 913-908-6992, and thank you for watching Better Horses.
You're watching Better Horses, raising your horse experience.
Here's to the unbreakable spirit of today's ranchers. For all those running cow-calf operations, the American International Charolais Association is dedicated to strengthening your herd with the Charolais breed. The Charolais Advantage delivers more pounds for more profit. Getting Charolais genetics into commercial herds is the heart of a successful cattle operation. White hides bring an inherited benefit to commercial herds, providing advantages of growth and feedlot efficiency. It's white gold. For more information, go to CharolaisUSA.com.
American Animal Health has what we call an unconditional commitment. Our team members have spent countless hours relocating horses, finding horses and helping those in need, going and helping in the California wildfires. One of the passions we have as a team is not only helping horses, but helping people. And when we can put the two together, that really lights us up. It's just who we are.
We're here for the hardworking, the resilient. We're for the people who measure their days by what needs to get done, not by hours. Where kids learn responsibility at a young age and generations work side by side. Where work doesn't pause for holidays or bad weather. It just gets harder. Where value and hard work means more than the clothes you wear. We're Kleinschmidt's Western Store, Higginsville, Missouri.
It's so great to have you with us here today. Thank you so much for letting us be a part of Better Horses TV. I'm excited to have Colt out here with me today. He's on Miss Purina, and here's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about dealing with this buddy sour issue. But as we're doing that, I hope your viewers see what Colt is trying to accomplish with this horse, because we're also addressing this idea of what we really want in our horses that we're going to be putting our kids on, if we're talking about a kid horse. So this idea of a buddy sour horse, horses want to be together. It's fun for horses to be together, especially when they're doing this. It's not so fun for horses to be together when they're working. So Colt and I are going to get busy, but I want your viewers to notice what Colt can get done with this horse. I'm going to talk Colt through what we're doing. Colt, I want you to come right over here on my right side. So I've got this stick with this sack on it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a little noise and movement to the mix. So Colt, I want you to trot right up here beside me. I'm going to roll my horse up to a lope. Colt, I want you to just lope right beside me, okay? So roll your horse up here in the lope, in the left lead. On the outside, bud. You're going to have to lope a little faster. So here's where our fun starts to happen. For Colt, he's building a lot of confidence now to be able to speed up, to lope around, to go a little bit faster. So he's out here saying, now, Dad, how do I get my horses to not be stuck on wherever you go on your horse? So I'm just going to say, well, if your horse wants to be with mine, Colt, just come right along here and you can lope with me. Colt, can you speed up a little bit? There you go. There you go. I'm going to make a little noise right here, see if I can bother his horse a little bit. See, I want his horse to not be bothered by the noise and movement of this flag. I want his horse to not be bothered by the life and energy that comes up in my horse that tends to carry over into the other horses that are around. Okay, get on up here beside me, bud. I'll hand you this flag. You got it? All right, you got to get a hold of the handle of it. Now you make some noise with it. Just stay right there on that circle. There you go. Atta boy. He's just loping around. You see how I've got my horse pretty close to his? We'll just be here loping around for a little bit. Now switch hands, Colt. There you go. Now, I'm not going to throw just any kid up here and have him do this. Colt's got the confidence to be up there. He handles himself really good. His balance is really good. But as we spend some time loping like this, now you can slow down to a walk, Colt. Go ahead and slow down there. Atta boy.
somebody else is making a lot of noise on their horse out here in this arena, or I take him to a clinic somewhere, you know, we're out here trying to create that noise, that movement that might show up somewhere else that's outside of our control, just to get our horses' minds ready for it. But more than anything, I'm trying to get his mind ready for it too. And guys, if you're gonna approach this idea of buddy sire horse, it's really easy to change if you just think about it from that perspective. But throwing him in the mix, saying, I want that in my kid horses, guys, this is what changes everything, and this is what makes it easy to build confidence in these guys as they're sitting on your horse. I know this is throwing a lot at your audience. I know that I'm not saying by any means that y'all just need to throw your kids up there and go loping around and lope up beside them and wave this flag. This is something we're working up to. But this will tell us a lot about our horses as we're working up to that point. You get there, what you're going to do is you're going to have a frame of mind in your horse where you've just made it a lot safer for your kids while they're riding your horses around. I hope that's something that can benefit your viewers. Thank you so much for letting us be on your show. You guys can go to kerrykuhn.com to find out more about what we do, our clinics, our horses, and hope to see you down the road. Thank you, Ian. Thank you again.
Hey, thank you for watching Better Horses. And if you've missed any of our shows, check us out at betterhorses.com, where you can see all our episodes.
You can also follow us on Facebook or listen to any of our podcasts right from your mobile device.
And don't forget our newspaper, coming out 5 times a year.
You're gonna love it.
Hippodrome.